Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This video is going to be my February TBR, and it's going to be a little different. I haven't done a consistent TBR video yet. I think this is my third one, and it's different than the other two. Like, I did spin the wheel, and then I did a TBR jar, and now I'm doing something completely different. There's just no consistency here. Sorry. It is what it is. Next month, I'll either spin a wheel or do a TBR jar. My dog is loud. She's going to be loud. She's going to be throwing a toy around. That's nice. Right now, I have just too many book subscriptions going on, and I want to get that down a little bit. I currently have Everand, Audible, Kindle Unlimited, Spotify kind of counts. We do use it for music. We've used it for a while, but I also use that for audiobooks. So yeah, I just want to get my monthly spending down a little bit. I had Book of the Month there for a little bit, but I think I've got that paused at the moment. So I would like to cancel Everand. However, Everand ended up changing their the way that they do things. So you could either stay on their original plan, which was like you just had access to their catalog. And as long as you have a subscription, you could listen to a certain amount, and then eventually it would kind of kick you off after you listened to so much of the same type, which drove me absolutely crazy because I'd be in the middle of a series and then I'd get cut off. And that drove me nuts. So they changed the rules to where you essentially just had credits and you could unlock titles. You got, depending on how much money you spent per month, you got either 1 credit or 3 credits. I had the 3 credit option there for a little bit. And so I was unlocking a lot of titles and listening to quite a few of them. You have to spend your credits in the billing time frame. So like 30 days, you have to spend your credit and unlock a title. And then once you cancel your subscription, then you don't have access to be able to listen to those titles anymore. So that's quite a bit different than Audible. Audible, once you cancel, if you've already purchased any of the books, you can listen to those at any time. So I like Audible in that respect a lot better. Audible's a little bit more expensive, but it is what it is. So anyway, I want to cancel Everand. However, I've got 5 titles. Well, I've got 4 titles unlocked, and I'll be getting one more in like the first week of February where I already have a book picked out for it. So that leaves 5 books to get read. I currently have Everand paused for this month, and then it unlocks in February. So I'll get 1 more credit in February, unlock a book, and then I got 5 books in there. And my goal is to get all of them read and to be able to cancel Everand before I get any more credits. So that way I'm caught up, I've used all my credits, and I don't feel like I lost any money. That's my February TBR, is all my Everand books. I've got all of them from the library in a big old stack right here, and we're going to go through them. Downside is I only got 1 of my 25 books in 2025 in this pile. So I'm going to have to read another one sometime in February, which I actually already have from the library. And I have another one on Libby that I want to get. So I got a really bad habit right now with my 25 and 2025. I'm getting the ones that I'm most interested in done now instead of the ones that I'm dreading. So I need to change that and read some of the ones that I'm dreading. Anyway, let's get started on what my February TBR is. First book, this one comes with a caveat because I have the second book as well. So the second book I have not unlocked just because I don't know if I'm going to like the first book. So I don't know what I'm going to do if I don't like this one, like if I'm just going to waste a credit or not. We'll see. But the first book is Bonesmith by Nicki Preto. I probably said that wrong. I know that this one is got necromancy in it. So it says, in the Dominions, the dead linger, violent and unpredictable, unless a bonesmith severs the ghosts from their earthly remains. For bonesmith Wren, becoming a Valkyr, a ghost-fighting warrior, is the chance to solidify her place in the noble house of Bone and impress her frequently absent father. But when sabotage causes Wren to fail her qualifying trail, she is banished to the border wall, the last line of defense against a wasteland called the Breach, where the vicious dead roam unchecked. That sounds very intriguing. I saw Ruby Trev recommend this one. I've gotten a few recommendations from her. Some of them hit pretty good. Some of them I didn't like as much as she did. She recently read this one this past year and recommended it, so I saw it at my library, saw it on Everand, and now it's on my list. So we're reading it in February. The next one is the second book to Ghostsmith. The second book to Bonesmith, not Ghostsmith, which is Ghostsmith. So I'm not going to read the synopsis on this one because obviously it's going to spoil the first one. So those are my first 2. Next book is a bit of a chunker. And I'm a little bit nervous about it because it's a bit of a chunker and it's straight fantasy, but I'm really digging fantasy lately. Next one is The Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynne. This one's in my 25 books in 2025. It's a trilogy, and hopefully I will love it and want to finish the trilogy. I've never read John Gwynne before. It is, I believe, more fantasy than like romantasy. I don't even know if there's romance in this, but I'm really excited about it. I will be vlogging this one. I'm going to be doing a 25 books in 2025 vlog. I'm actually going to be doing 5 of them. So I'm going to do 5 books each for each vlog. I've already started. So this one will be going on a vlog as well. So you'll see my thoughts in real time with this guy. Kind of. You'll see my wrap up and then you'll see a vlog later. So not really in real time. When the gods fought, it was a battle so savage they destroyed themselves, leaving nothing but their bones and the broken land of the grid in their wake. Now, as whispers of war echoes over the Jords, I can't say that word, and across the plains, fate follows in the footsteps of 3 warriors, a huntress on a perilous quest, a noblewoman pursuing battle fame, and a thrall seeking retribution among the mercenaries known as the Bloodsworn. All 3 will change the course of the world as it once more falls under the shadow of the gods. This one's a pretty hefty guy. She's 500 and some. Not as bad, 480. Next up is Tonight I Burn by Katherine J. Adams. I know it's a witch story, but I don't know anything else about it. Honestly, though, the cover's really beautiful. I like the cover a lot. Oh, I can't read the top part because the library is on it. The library sticker's over the top section. See the toy in her mouth? She likes to throw it around and get really crazy loud. It is so hard to record while my dog is out. So hard. She don't rest very much. She's very much a puppy. She's only 1.5 years old. I don't know if I've ever actually stated that. I think I've recorded it a few times on vlogs, but it might have gotten scrapped. But my pup is 1.5 years old. She's a July 4th pup, and she got energy for days. Before her, we had a little French bulldog who unfortunately we lost really early. We lost him at about 2.5 because he had severe epilepsy where he would seize back to back. And ultimately, he seized so much that he overheated and passed away super early. But our little Frenchie was the most lazy, calm, easygoing dog we've ever had. I miss him dearly. I love her. She did the wild thing and gets into everything and sneaks things outside into the backyard to rip it apart like trash and my kiddos' toys. She's great. Synopsis. Let's do the synopsis. Well, hopefully my dog is chill just chewing a bone. By the way, her name is Freya. Penny Albright is a thorn witch, forced by the Warden of Halstead to patrol the veil between the realms of life and death. Each night, one witch alone must cross the veil by burning. Each morning, that witch uses her magic to return. Failure to follow the rules risk the veil and risk them all. But one morning, Penny's sister doesn't return, and that night, determined to find her, Penny breaks the rules and burns in secret. It's a choice that leads her to Malin, a devastating lord with too many secrets, to Alice, a mysterious captive prophet, to a rebellion brewing in the shadows that will determine not just her sister's fate, but the fate of all magic. That one sounds so interesting. At the top, we've got One Witch, One Spark. That's book 4 in my TBR. So I've got 4 fantasy books there. I am just in a fantasy mood, hardcore right now. That being said, I'm currently reading 3 books, and 2 of them are romance. My last book is a romance. It's Mr. Wrong Number by Lynn Painter. This is the first book in the series, but I'm in the middle of the series. I'll explain. I'm on a mission to finish Lynn Painter's backlog this year, along with like 4 other authors. So I read the second one in this interconnected series. Oh, what was it called? The Love Wager? I was able to get that one on Libby beginning of January, I think, or end of December. One of the 2. So I finished that one and I liked it. I thought it was cute. It wasn't as high school-y as some of her other ones, which was nice. So I'm hoping that's the case with this one and that it is more adult, like meaning the characters are adults instead of teens. That'd be great. So technically I'm in the middle of this one as a series. It's a duology. We're going to read the first one. My dog is literally just bouncing from toy to toy right now. I have 1 synopsis left. Come on. Bad luck has always followed Olivia Marshall, or maybe she's just the screw-up her family believes she is. But when a "what are you wearing" text from a random number turns into the hottest, most entertaining, albeit anonymous relationship of her life, she thinks things must be on the upswing. Colin Beck has always considered Olivia his best friend's annoying little sister, But when she moves in with them after one of her worst runs of luck, he realizes she's become an altogether different and sexier distraction. He's sure he can keep his distance until the moment he discovers she's the irresistible Miss Misdial he's been sort of sexting for weeks, and now he has to decide whether to turn up the heat or ghost her before things get messy. I have this hope that my pup will one day turn into this chill, calm dog. She has a lot of tendencies that me and my hubby's first dog had, where in his younger years, he was a troublemaker. He got into everything. Jesus. And then later on in life, he was the most chill, fearless, calm dog there was. I got my hope that we're leading into that territory with her when she hits like 5. Because he took till about 5 to 6 to settle down. And then once he turned into an old man, he was so chill. There's nothing I could do to rattle him. He passed away at like 11, 12, somewhere around there. Older dogs are my absolute favorite. I would love to one day in my future adopt a older dog from the shelter. Currently, we got a puppy. And we got a puppy for a reason. We wanted to make sure that our dog grew up with our son. We tried to do that with our Frenchie. Unfortunately, didn't have great luck. But we wanted to make sure our son had a stable dog throughout his childhood. And not a bunch. And this is my kiddo's 3rd dog. Oh, yay. Anyway, I don't even know where I was on this guy. We're on this guy. We're talking about this one. It looks like we have quite a few tropes in this. I'm hoping that the tropes don't overwhelm the actual story. So it looks like we've got best friend's little sister, texting wrong person trope. Is that a trope? And then possibly a roommate situation. So it's quite a few tropes. Fingers crossed the story is decent. But it sounds cute. I'm intrigued. I like her writing style quite a bit, so we'll see how this one goes. I think did I have the most of hers to get through? I don't know. I feel like I'm like plowing through Lynn Painter's books. Like I completed 2 in the last month. And this will be a 3rd. Alrighty, that is my TBR for February. I know it wasn't as entertaining as like drawing from a TBR jar. That's been my most fun. I loved that. I can't wait to do that again. I'll probably do that again next month. But I really want to get Evergreen canceled. I want to save some money. At least one of the books will be in a vlog. I don't know about any of the others. Maybe I'll throw Mr. Wrong Number into a continuing series vlog because that is technically what I'm doing with that one. That's it. That's all I got. You don't even know how many times I had to stop and wait for her to stop bouncing something around to get this recorded. This is probably like a 6-minute video, and it's probably taken me a good like 40. Come on, I just gotta do an outro. I'm excited about to drop in like any second. Are you gonna drop it? So I need to do an outro. See if I can do this outro before she drops a big old bone in her mouth onto the ground. She loves to do that, so. Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope that you stick around. I hope you have... Rude. Knew it. Hope you guys have a great day wherever you are in the world. Let's be friends. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye.